Hi, I'm Vet Linda, and today I'm going to be talking about our new gastrointestinal veterinary diet. So gastrointestinal food is great for breeds prone to stomach upset. So breeds like Frenchie, Pug, Poodles, Spaniels, all of these sort of typical dogs that can suffer with things like vomiting and diarrhea and bloating. But really any dog can suffer from gastrointestinal issues. So it's a food that's going to suit any breed. This is whether your dog is prone to getting gastrointestinal problems, every few weeks, or whether they just get the very odd bout once or twice a year. Signs of gastrointestinal issues would include things like vomiting, runny poo, you might see some mucus or some fresh blood in the poo. And mucus is basically like a slime that you might notice, which can be clear or yellow. Other signs can include flatulence, which is farting, bloating, and you might also notice your dog is off their food or perhaps just lacking a bit of energy. Now these signs are pretty common as a one-off. Maybe your dog has eaten something they shouldn't, or maybe they've drunk from a dirty puddle. But if they're consistently getting these signs, it's pointing towards something that's an underlying issue. So perhaps they have developed a gastrointestinal disease, and that's something that you'd want to discuss with your vet, and you may want to start them on this food more long-term. So this food contains proteins that are really easily digested, and that would be herring and salmon. And for a lot of dogs, these would be novel proteins, so proteins they've not been exposed to before. And what that means is they're really unlikely to be allergenic, and the dog probably won't be sensitized to them. So it's a really good option if your dog is prone to gastrointestinal issues. Ensuring that the dog is fed while they have gastrointestinal signs is really important, and we don't tend to fast dogs for too long anymore. And the reason for that is we know that the intestinal cells need nutrition as they heal, and so it's very important that we are actually giving them that nutrition, and that not only helps the cells to heal, it also prevents weight loss and it prevents muscle loss in your dog. This food is high in fibre, and what that's going to do is bulk up the stool and get it into a more solid form. And that's really important, not only for us owners when we're picking up the stool, it's more pleasant, but also to prevent anal gland issues, because if your dog is consistently passing runny poo, that can lead to blocked or impacted anal glands. This food also has prebiotics, which will help to feed the probiotics, and the probiotics support gut health. And they've been scientifically proven to reduce the duration of bouts of diarrhea. So our gastrointestinal food has high levels of sodium and potassium, and these are electrolytes which are lost when your dog is vomiting or has diarrhea. So we want to help to replace them within the body. And not only will this prevent dehydration, it also gives your dog some extra energy as they're recovering. So this food would be ideal for both acute and chronic gastrointestinal disorders. So by acute, what I mean is those short-lasting episodes of vomiting and diarrhea in a dog who's otherwise healthy and has no medical issues. But this food is also great for those dogs with underlying gastrointestinal problems, whether that's a malabsorption disorder, perhaps they've got EPI, or SIBO, or perhaps just a bout of colitis every now and then. So dogs who are more prone to gastrointestinal issues. So when we're feeding this gastrointestinal food as a long-term nutritional source, we definitely want to be making sure it's under the supervision of your dog's vet. And so this would be with regular checkups, just checking in to make sure it is suiting your dog and it is the best food for them. So this diet has all of the ingredients and specifications of the prescription diet. However, they are grain-free and made from only the most quality ingredients. And so that's perfect if your dog has any sort of allergy or sensitivity to any grains. We know that they're not going to be reacting to this food. Because when your dog needs to move to a veterinary food, they should also be getting the best nutrition that they can. So in a lot of other veterinary prescription foods, when they list the ingredients, they don't actually specify exactly what's in the food. They might say meat and animal derivatives, they might say vegetable derivatives, but they're not telling you exactly what your dog is getting. With all of our veterinary diets, we're very specific in what is in the food. It never changes and it's always clear, so you know exactly what your dog is eating.